Morning. Thanks for joining me again on another walk. And today I've just come up to the Goyt Valley. I've got a chance for a little overnighter in the camper van. I'm staying at the Shady Oak pub in Fernilee, just between Whaley Bridge and Buxton. And I've done this, or bits of this walk, on various videos, but never this entire circuit. I've pieced together a quite a long circuit. It's about 10 miles on the map, 16 kilometres, so probably need to add another 10 or 20% onto that to take into account the ups and downs. So yeah, it should be in the region of 12 miles, and yeah, it should be a nice one. I was expecting a bit more sun today. Excuse me while I negotiate this style. Whoops. And yeah, it's about 10 degrees C, so there's a little bit of a chill in the air, but nothing too much. And yeah, we're just heading down towards the River Goyt, up to Windgather Rocks, and then right along the ridge out to Shining Tor, and then we'll drop down to the Goyt Reservoirs, and then back along and back up to Fernilee again. Should be a good one. So why not stick along and see what we see along the way. Just coming down to the River Goyt now. On this next little stretch I haven't actually done before. There's a footbridge across the River Goyt, and then it climbs up to Windgather Rocks, and just this next piece I've never actually crossed the river and done that, so that should be nice, climbing up through the valley, and then it'll rejoin the normal route that I take if I'm going up to Windgather Rocks. The prettiest bridge in the world, maybe, but it's functional, and it's a lovely little spot down here, definitely. More stiles. If you don't like stiles, maybe not the walk for you. So ignore the second little footbridge and take the path up to your right, ascending through some quite beautiful woodland, and the little stream down to your left. As you climb up out of the woodland, you'll see some yellow markings on a fence on the opposite side of the next field, and a farmhouse, and the path does actually climb up right through the garden of the farm and out the other side, and then you need to take a sharp right and climb up a little access road, and then a sharp left again. Right, so we've just climbed up past another large farm, a dairy farm. Just keep that on your right, carry on the sort of tarmacked access road, and then when we hit the proper country lane, we just go straight across that and then start climbing up onto Taxal Edge, and then around to Windgather Rocks. Should be starting to get some views by now, but it's a bit murky over there. I can just see Coom's Edge and Ladder Hill behind me, back over from where we've come from. So I'm just up onto the ridge of Taxal Edge now. That's looking across to Windgather Rocks over there and around past Taxal Tor, where we'll be a bit later. Getting a bit breezy up here, and if you're wondering at all why I chose this route today, when, as I say, I've been here so many times before and made videos of it and all of that good stuff. Well, the road that I'm parked just off at the pub was shut for well over a year while they fixed some subsidence, and then just following that, the bridge down in Whaley Bridge that I've got to come past, that was closed while they fixed that. So, but it's a good 18 months since I've actually been here. So, yeah, I was overdue a trip to the Goyt Valley. So I thought I'll come and enjoy it again, and also hopefully give a little bit of trade to the pub that's been having a tough time for about 18 months. I mean, all pubs are having a tough time these days, but that one got a double whammy really, with the road closure and then the bridge. Just climbing up to the rocks now. I've got my watchers behind me. Just a few lambs yet, probably a lot more to come. On Windgather Rocks now. Just duck down out of the wind so you can hear me a little bit. Properly windy up here, and just sweeping views over to Macclesfield Forest, along the edge, Taxal Tor, Shining Tor, and that's where we're heading next. I think there's a few climbers a little bit further along. Little bit of an undignified scramble coming down, but at least the proper rock climbers didn't see me. Scars from some idiots lighting fires. Always one, isn't there? Just going across to Pim Chair now. Skylarks are going mad, can you hear them? Might not be able to with all this wind, but overcast, but a lovely day to be out. Can't beat it. You could see that kestrel up there. Obviously, looking for a skylark dinner. Just heading up towards Taxal Tor now. I think it's about 506 metres above sea level, but don't know if you're local or you've walked up here. always find it a little bit underwhelming, Cat's Tor, considering it's quite a decent elevation, but it's kind of walled off on one side, so you don't really get the same views as you do when you get up to Shining Tor. So anyway, I'll show you a bit when we get up there, but there's not usually that much to see. Sometimes a lot less to see actually. I've been up here, some pretty lousy visibility. Still very hazy, but at least I can you know, see your way over to Coombs Moss over there, way out towards Buxton. It's still breezy and quite chill in the air actually with the wind. Climbing up the slabbed section now up to the summit of Shining Tor, and I was expecting it to be a bit busier over here. It is only midweek, but yeah, I've only passed 3 other walkers so far, so I expect once I get back down to Errwood and Fernilee Reservoirs to finish off the walk later on, it'll be a little bit busier down there, because people can just park up and get out of their cars and walk, you know. But yeah, been very peaceful, very pleasant. We have it Shining Tor summit. I think it's 569 metres above sea level, and yeah, although it's a bit overcast, can't complain at the views. I think it was fog and horizontal rain last time I was up here. You couldn't really see your hand in front of your face, so it's nice to be able to see the views over towards Shutlings Low, Macclesfield Forest, and I think I'll find somewhere out of the wind to sit and have my lunch. We're about 5.5 miles in or so, so this is about the furthest point of the walk. Now we've just got to drop down and then back via the Goyt Valley reservoirs. Shelter down here, roast beef butties, all is right with the world. Just dropped down off the top now, and we're just heading down along beside Shooter's Clough down to Errwood Reservoir. I think if anything the wind's got a bit stronger. Just admiring the view up the valley just below Taxal Edge. Absolutely gorgeous. A lovely walk up there. You've probably seen it on some of my videos, or maybe even done it yourselves. Beautiful up there. Even had a sneaky wild camp up there once. A few patches of blue creeping into the sky. Trying its best. Just walking along beside Errwood Reservoir now, and we're about 8 miles or so in, and just heading round here and then dropping down onto Fernilee Reservoir, and then back along past there and down, dropping onto the River Goyt again. Big group of mute swans there down on the reservoir. Never seen them here before. How many is there? Probably 20 or so. Just get the other camera out, see if I can show you a bit closer. Just down to Fernilee Reservoir now, and I can't remember the last time I saw it this full. There's normally there's like a retaining wall up at the dam end, and in recent years you've been able to see the full extent of the retaining wall, probably about 20 feet in height, maybe a bit more, and then a big beach in front of it, and now it's right up the retaining wall, so yeah, good to see. As you can see behind me, the landscape is exuding water, so that explains why it's so full. But yeah, last couple of months we've had a lot of rain. I'm sure somebody said it was one of the wettest Marches on record. We missed some of it because we were in Spain, so but yeah, it was just bucketing down. This part of the route takes us along the bed of the old Cromford and High Peak Railway, which, as you can see from that information board, used to carry little steam trains 175 years ago. And I might walk another section of it tomorrow that I've videoed before, but as part of a different route. There's a nice section just a bit further up the valley, but yeah, it was all, you know, there's a lot of inclined planes and had horses drawing the carriages up certain sections. This is a kind of a nice level section. Interesting place. Just found a bench with a view up to just under 10 miles now. Yeah, I'm not in any rush, so I'm just stopping to soak it in for a bit. Warmed up nicely, a bit of sunshine. It's just gone behind the cloud now, but it's been nice and sunny walking along the bottom here. Super day. Fernilee Reservoir, just brimful, but not flooding over the barrier down the sluice. Oh well, bye bye reservoirs. Just drop down to the River Goyt now. So, as you can see, back to the little footbridge where we crossed earlier on in the walk, and that just leaves us to cut back up through the farm, back over Long Hill to the Shady Oak. So we'll sign off here. It's been about what I thought, really, 11.5 miles. So 18.5 kilometres or something like that by the time we get back. And what a beautiful day it's been. Hope you've enjoyed joining me. If you have enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, you could always hit the subscribe button and then you'll get notified of any new videos. But I might bring you back for a cheers. We'll see what the pub's like when I get up there. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's very much appreciated, and no doubt I will see you again on another video very soon. Cheers, folks. Marston's 61 deep. Very nice.